Good morning, everybody. Nice, cold, brisk morning right here on OH Ivy. Little public rundown for Lake Fork. I know you guys like to see these fresh places and different backdrops instead of the studio. But we're not on Fork, we're on OH Ivy in West Texas. Before we tell you about OH Ivy a little bit, let's of course do the public rundown for Lake Fork. Everything's kind of remaining the same as the last report, but the lake level has come up another 4 inches. So we are at 397.94, which is great. We're about 5 feet 1 inch below full pool. It makes me kind of really think about the 4 feet of water that SRA threw away. We would only be 1 foot low if they hadn't thrown that water away. So we've had substantial rain, normal rain. It's been a normal season. We just haven't recovered the water that they threw away. We'd be 1 foot away from full pool, which in the next 2 months we would most definitely recover it and have a full pool lake like we had been. So that's very unfortunate that they did what they did, but they had to do it for the maintenance of the dam. But anyway, so let's move on. Water clarities 0 to 1 foot. Temperatures, they were up, actually started to get back up in the mid 50s, 55, 56, 58 with that warm trend that we had. They are now going to drop dramatically. Here in West Texas, it's been 30 degrees, crack of dawn. You can see I'm really bundled up, got a lot of my Sims wear on, heavy cold Sims wear just to keep warm. Yesterday the boat was just coated with a 1/4 inch worth of looked like snow, but it was just frost, but it was heavy. It's actually a little bit cooler in Fork area. Also, Christmas is coming, and they're predicting one of the coldest Christmas weather patterns in a long time, maybe even record-breaking Christmas. So unlike last year where we had a nice warm Christmas, this year it's not. It's going to be cold. So temperatures are going to drop hard in the next 10 days, 7 to 10 days on Fork. And in a way, I really feel that we need it. I think that the Alabama rig bite and some of the deeper swim bait bites and spoon bites get a lot better when it gets real cold. The fish do leave the shallow water and go down, get down in that deeper water, which is less affected by the first snap of the cold. It drives them deep is what I'm getting at. So again, the report's going to be the same. Your Alabama rigs, your spoons, things like that on deep roads, deep shelves. Get your jigs out. It's time for jigs on Lake Fork. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. When this cold snap hits, get in the creek swings, bust your jigs out, and start fishing those creek swings. If you're wondering what I mean by creek swings, then you really need to subscribe to my Let's Talk Fishing channel. It's a private channel. Once a week, I do a very, very in-depth topic lesson. I've done a 25-minute lesson on creek swings. Describes what they are, how to set up on them, how to fish them, how to find them, how to have an idea of where you're looking for on your mapping. Again, it's a 25 to 30 minute weekly lesson in the Let's Talk Fishing. So that's an invitation. Come over, check that out. All you do is you go to the members channel, hit the members join, and then choose whether you want to be a basic member or an upgraded Let's Talk Fishing member. I do want to tell you something that was really unique out here on OH Ivy. We had that rain, we had some cold front post conditions. Yesterday was pretty tough. There's a crankbait bite, caught some fish the day before on crankbaits. There was a reaction bite, kind of seemed to go away yesterday. And as I always talk about, I'm going to share something cool with you publicly, give you guys some ammo. A go-to bait. So in West Texas, East Texas, doesn't matter. We got a lot of big fish. We got a lot of heavy conditions, trees, wood, stuff in the water. And it's not always suitable for me, anyways, to have a go-to being something like a drop shot. I feel like you got to use lighter line to drop shot. You tie into a big fish, 6, 8, 10-pound fish on a lighter line and a drop shot in wood conditions, trees, stumps, things like that, and you're probably going to lose the battle. So as I've said before, this is one of my favorite go-to baits, and here at OH Ivy, it even worked for me yesterday. We could not catch the fish with swim baits, Alabama rigs, and crankbaits, and we went to basically a little Carolina rig, about 2.5 feet a leader, 1/2 ounce to 5/8 ounce weight. Sometimes I like an egg weight, sometimes I want just a typical Texas rig bullet weight. But the key is about the bait. This is what I'm sharing with you publicly. This right here is an impact shad. Mark Pack designed this. It's called M-Pack Lures. M-P-A-C-K. M-Pack Lures, not impact. M, the letter M-P-A-C. MPackLures.com. I want you to consider that this is basically a weightless jerkbait, correct? When we attach it to this, it becomes a ball and chain. This is to throw it. We get it in deep water and we snap it just like a jerkbait. Snap, snap, pause, feel, snap, snap, pause, feel. Okay, you have to look for the bite. When you snap, snap it, they eat it, you don't feel that part. So you got to look for it. 3 steps. Snap, snap, pause, look for the bite. Is he there? Is he there? I caught fish yesterday that when I went to look, they were swimming off with it. Okay, you just usually don't feel them smoking. All right, that's it. My favorite colors are chartreuse pepper, disco violet, or I can't remember the other one. It's a green. It looks kind of like disco green, but it's not emerald green, but it's a disco violet, chartreuse pepper, and then you also want green pumpkin, magic red flake. That's it right there, guys. So there's a little, try that on fork. Get out on the main lake points, try this right here, brush piles, stuff like that, in about 18 to 22 feet of water. You might be surprised at how you'll catch some of those fish on days where they just aren't biting. Mike McFarland giving you a public rundown.